Alright, so I'm going to show y'all how to hook up a synthesizer and use it with FL Studio so that you can kind of, create the sounds with the synth and, draw the notes in FL Studio, and pretty much you'd be able to use your hardware synthesizer like a VST plugin. And I hadn't seen very many tutorials out there on how to do this and walk you through step by step, and it's actually kind of not very intuitive, like how to hook it up. So I'm going to show y'all exactly what y'all need and exactly how to hook this up. So you'll need this right here, which is a 3.5 millimeter to 1/4 inch TRS cable, and it's balanced for the best sound quality. So the way you can tell if it's balanced or not is if it has two black lines on each end of it. So two black lines. So you'll need that, and then you'll also need a MIDI out to USB connector adapter. And so on the back of here, it actually has only a MIDI in port, but you'll need to connect the MIDI out, which is the black one, to the MIDI in, and then the USB to your computer. So yeah, let's get that set up. So now we have the 3.5 millimeter cable connected to the sound card. So it's 3.5 millimeter to 1/4 inch instrument cable, balanced, connected to the line input. So this Focusrite Scarlett Solo 3rd generation sound card has a microphone input and it has a line input. You want to connect it to the line input, and then you can go ahead and press the bottom button and then activate the instrument so that it knows it's an instrument. Okay, and now we have the MIDI out, which is the black one, connected to the MIDI in on the back of the MeeBlip Triode, and then that USB is plugged into the back of the one of the USB ports on the computer. And lastly, here we have the charger adapter connected. So I have a little extension cord there, and there's the charger. And so now on the back of this, we just have the MIDI out to USB, we have the 3.5 millimeter to line input, and we have the charger adapter so that the power works. And we don't need this white one right there. So now that we're in FL Studio here, what you want to do is click on this and then click on MIDI out. And so we'll have a MIDI out channel right there. And we can put it on channel 5. So it'll show up right here, channel 5 on the mixer. Then what you want to do is you want to go to options and then audio settings, and then make sure that the one that says Focusrite USB Audio is selected. So if you have just the Audio for all, that won't work because we're using a sound card, the Scarlett Focusrite. So also if you have just the Focusrite, that won't work either, because we want to have the Focusrite USB Audio. That's the only one that'll work. So make sure that's selected. Also, yeah, go back into audio settings there, options, audio settings, and make sure that under MIDI, you see the Myo and you see that it's on port 3, and disable the input, because we don't want to control anything. We don't want to use this to control anything in FL Studio. We want to just, design the sounds with this and then draw the notes like we would regularly. So right click, go to piano roll. We're going to draw some notes here. And you won't hear any sound just yet because we hadn't set it up on the mixer track yet. So we'll just kind of let that loop through. And so now what you want to do is, remember we routed this to channel 5, and then remember we're on port 3. So we're going to put that on port 3. Now you see this flickering, so it's recognizing that it's picking up input from from the MeeBlip Triode. So now, on mixer track number 5, you want to make the input number 2, because that's where it is, line input number 2 on the solo. And then the output will be the only output that it'll be available on the USB Audio. And then now on the master, you also want to make sure that it's on input 2. Now we can hear the notes being played, and we can kind of tweak it. So there you go. Now everything's working.